A goal without a plan? I could be just running aimlessly, chasing different things, going off how I feel, but I think we have put together an absolutely incredible training plan for me going to chase that PR in New York City Marathon of sub 240. As I mentioned last week and diving right into that training plan, I am doing almost everything based upon minutes. I do have some of my Saturday workouts and my Wednesday workouts based upon mileage, but everything else is minutes based. As you can see when you scroll through, it's anywhere from 45 minutes to 60 minutes to 70, 75, and I'm okay with whatever type of mileage I hit in those days. What I found on my last attempt at trying to PR, I was chasing miles and going, I had to hit 80 miles a week, I have to hit 85 miles a week, I have to hit 75 miles a week, versus listening to the body, getting the time on the feet, and just putting the miles in. After testing this for my half marathon training this spring and setting a new PR, I am rolling it straight in to the New York City Marathon this year and doing mostly minute-based workouts. 7 progressive runs. That is significantly more progressive runs than I normally do in a training block. But when I was sitting with my coaches at Wahoo Run and talking to them about how to build this out and what I needed and where I've struggled in previous marathons, it's the marathon pacing at miles 21 to 24, just like everyone else who runs a marathon. And so building in more progressive runs and going sub-marathon pace late in a workout is going to help me on race day when it comes to those later miles through Central Park and feeling strong and feeling fit. Another thing that we're doing, I'm doing 2 half marathon tests. Normally I only do 1, but I'm gonna throw 2 in there because I just miss racing. So we've got 2 half marathon tests. The first one, I know it's a little early season, coming in September, so it'll be interesting to see how the body feels, but then one later on, just several weeks before race day to really dial it in, really tune it up, and see how that body's feeling for race day. And lastly, one of the things that I'm incorporating is I'm doing a lot more shorter speed during the week. As I get older, the speed kind of starts to disappear. I wanna make sure it's easier on the body to run that 5:30, 5:20 pace in those shorter intervals. As I'm getting into these 20+ mile runs, the speed of 6:05 doesn't feel that fast. And in any marathon that I've run sub 250 in, there was a lot of early season cycling going on. And so I just put in a bunch of miles cycling and enjoy that process probably twice a week versus running. Keep the body relaxed, keep the body away from the pounding, and just enjoying the cycling. And so there's the training plan. If you want to check it out, down below is a link for you to download the training plan free. If you have any questions, feel free to comment, let me know. But as I dive into this week's training, pretty simple. Got just over 52 miles of running in with 1 cycle session on Sunday. I had quite a bit of work travel as I was in Palm Springs and in Santa Barbara this week. But the typical Wednesday workout, 4 times 1 minute, on and off, 4 times 2 minutes on and off, and 4 times 3 minutes on and off. Got half of this done in the dark, half of it done during the sunrise as I had to get out to Palm Springs, but absolutely felt great. Hitting that high 5 minutes per mile pace on each of these until naturally I always end my runs on a big uphill, and so that last 3-minute interval got me on the uphill, but feeling good. The marathon pacing is starting to come back, which leads me to the Saturday long run, 15 miles with a little bit of a warm up and then maintaining around that 6:45-ish pace and then a couple miles cool down. And it was interesting. It was the easiest I had felt doing this kind of run in a very long time, which makes sense. I'm just starting to find those speed legs back. And I had to find and tell myself after about half mile into each of the miles, like, Brian, slow down, slow down, slow down. As I would look down and I'd be in the mid 6:30s. And it's week 2 of an 18-week training plan, and I don't need to be burning matches that early on. So it felt so great. Averaged 6:48s for the entire run, including the warm up and cool down. And yeah, I'm just stoked at how that one came across, how that one felt super easy for me, and ready for next run. Next week, I'll be going into the maintenance, how I'm taking care of my body with the foam rolling, with the stretching, with the band, and also I got myself a little treat that I use after every run. Talk to you guys next week.